last weekend we tried to go get a car, and we drove all the way there, and Buddy sold it just before we got there, and it was kind of a pretty big letdown. So I figured, why not try it again this weekend? Now, this weekend we're not going for an 85 Toyota Camry, but we are going for a Camry of some sorts again. What we're going for today, I believe, is a 1999 Solara. It's red, it's 4-cylinder, and it doesn't run. The only difference is this one is twice as far away from my house. So Cassandra and I have already been driving for about an hour and a half now to go pick it up. And that's something I want to talk about. Is I used to basically just buy and drive whatever that was close to me. Maybe that was a Cavalier, maybe that was a Neon, maybe that was a Sundance, that kind of thing. I never used to really drive long distances for my demolition derby cars. But now that I'm doing one kind of car in particular, like I'm trying to stick to Toyota Camrys and Toyota products, I am finding I have to drive a lot farther to pick up the cars that I want for the price I want to pay. But I find that the money I save on traveling to pick up these cars is kind of worth it in the long run. I don't know. No one really drives Toyotas close to me that wants to sell it for dirt cheap, so let's continue our drive and go pick up this car. Well, we made it. Crappy weather, snowing, but here we go. It's just past the Mazda, and beside the Intrepid. It might even be an Eagle, I'm not sure. There you go. Another Solara. Now, from what I am told, this thing does not actually run, but I'm not super concerned about that. The person I'm buying it off is not here yet, so I'm just going to do a nice little walk around. Frame looks really, really black behind there. Rockers look solid. That's locked. Ooh, that looks really, really, really clean inside there. Ooh, a little bit back here, but compared to some of the vehicles up here, it's still solid. It's just that the undercoating's coming off. Really solid. Wow. Nothing, just looking around it. There is not a speck of rust on this car anywhere. So we got the car home now. The trip was pretty good. The snow held off, which is always nice. On further inspection, I did see a little bit of rust right here. Not super worried about it. What I'm more worried about now that I got it up on the trailer is underneath here was a little bit rusty. All the way back to the rear frame rails. But you know what, it's a derby car. Can't really complain too much. It is the type of car I like to run, but she is not as super clean as I thought. She's not as sparkly clean, but it is pretty nice compared to some of the other cars that I do run. The wheel wells are all really solid, all the way down. Even the interior is actually in pretty nice shape. So maybe I can try to sell some stuff out of this. I'm not 100% sure. Let's just pop this here. Now, they did tell me that the motor was replaced with a JDM motor. Now, I'm not no JDM expert, but I do know that that looks like a motor here from Canada from a scrapyard. And why I say that is just because the amount of salt stains on it. Transmission does look like it's from a scrapyard because it does have scrapyard identification numbers on it. But it really does not look like a Japanese motor division motor to me. Everything kind of looks like the exact same as a Canadian motor. I think even pretty much everything looks the same to me as a Canadian motor. So I think this is probably just a scrapyard motor. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he was lied to and told it was a JDM motor, but I can't really say that. But what it looks like to me is just a North American Toyota Camry motor. It doesn't look like anything fancy. Oh, the hood actually stays open on this one. But what we got to do now is we got to get this thing to the backyard. We have to move our vehicles so that this can be stored in the backyard for derby season. So what we're going to do now is move the Mazda, move the Toyota, and then drive the truck and trailer back there so we can unload it. Now, this Solara, unfortunately, I was told it does not run. And because it is so far away from being taken apart to become a derby car, I'm just going to say, as of right now, this car does not run. And it is too cold, and I have too many other projects on the go right now to figure out why it does not run. So what my plan is for this car is to just basically get it off the trailer, get it into a nice parking spot where it feels nice and comfortable until the snow's gone, and then pull it into the shop and figure out what's wrong with it. Well, with the trailer unpinned, the car unstrapped, and now it's in neutral. I was also told that this thing doesn't have brakes, so we'll see how this goes. Wonder if the e-brake works. Kind of scared to try it just in case it does actually work and seizes on. That's not too bad. That actually came off there pretty sensible. What did I hit? Rear control arm, that's fine. Well, look at that. I think that parking job looks pretty damn good. Look how close I got that without actually hitting the two cars together. I'm getting good at parking these cars. By saving that extra 1.5 feet of storage in between, I can fit one extra car. But here she'll sit until spring. Better put it in park and take the e-brake off. I did put the e-brake on, but she is all ready. Why do people not leave anything good in the glove boxes these days? Well, the truck's gonna go back into storage now, and you're gonna sit here till spring. So thanks for watching very much, guys, and I'm happy that we're actually able to bring home a car this weekend. With that incident of that 85 Toyota last weekend, I was kind of a little distraught, but now that I got a car that I actually wanted home, I feel a little bit better. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.